What's up YouTube, this is your boy G, back in another video. So today we're just gonna check the teardown, alright, teardown of the PlayStation 5. So Sony just dropped this, PlayStation just dropped this all of a sudden, out of nowhere on their PlayStation YouTube account. So let's go ahead and check this out. Again, this is a PS5 teardown. Now this in Japanese, so I'm gonna try my best to narrate this in English. 390mm high, as you can see, it's very tall. It's extremely tall, as a matter of fact, but it's pretty slim. It looks very nice. Right, so they mentioned that this is actually for the performance, right, to improve the performance in terms of processing power and quietness. So I'm thinking it's probably on the airflow, right? PC are big, right? We probably know that already. Alright, so in front they do have two USB ports, right? That one is full-size USB-A, they call it super speed, and another one Type-C, right? So that's a really good one. On the back there are two USB 3, right, the blue ones, and one Ethernet port, LAN port, and of course our HDMI 2.1 and a power connector. Air vents, they call it air vents, right? The front, oh, the entire back is actually an exhaust. That's pretty cool, right? The entire back is exhaust. Okay, it's now removing the back of it. This is interesting because if you probably know, the Xbox Series X has a non-removable base, right? Even though you can put it downwards or vertical, horizontal, you cannot actually remove the base. But on PlayStation you can. So it's definitely a console wars right now. Let's check it out. Alright, so there's a single flat screw underneath that base. There's a handle, right? I like that. He's handling that with a little handle there. Removed screws can be stored in the base. Then use this cap to plug the screw hole. That's very thoughtful, right? So you're not gonna lose the screw. Whoa, that's a good one. You can hide it and actually just clip it like that, right? Hang it like that and you won't see it. That's pretty good. Oh, that's gonna be the base now, right? If you want to put it like horizontally, that's a good implementation, I say. Alright, it's now removing the cover. I hate that it's actually white only. I wish they would have released a black version. But by the looks of it, it's very easy to remove. Look at this. These are just really covered. They don't even need screw or screwdrivers to remove, right? So I'm guessing you can actually just swap it with different color or even paint it. I'm probably gonna paint mine with black or some other nasty colors there. Hold up. Alright, so there are two dust collectors, right? Dust catchers that can be vacuumed out through those holes. That's a good one. I'm glad that they thought of that, and that's a really good implementation because dust is our problem in PlayStation, as we all know. I hope that works though, right? That works like really good. And as you can see, oh, hold up. For future storage expansion, an M.2 interface with PCIe 4 support is installed. What is that? Let me. Oh, hold up. Is that an M.2 slot? Oh man. Oh Jesus. Remember that Xbox Series X has this Seagate custom M.2 essentially as well, right? SSD, NVMe SSD that you have to buy, right? It's a proprietary one. So that's more expensive, and especially if you already have existing M.2, you won't be able to use it. But on Sony PS5, they actually have a standard size M.2 slot, and it's even a PCIe, so that's extremely fast. That's a really good job, Sony, for that. Really good job, PlayStation. Alright, it's now gonna begin the tear down, the actual tear down of the body itself. Of course, our warranty stickers there. Okay, the body is very Japanese, right? Like, you would know that the Japanese manufacturer like designs like this. It's now removing the fan, so let's go ahead and check that out. One screw only, interesting. Hold up. That is a huge ass fan. Wow. That's wow. I hope it's quiet though, because I'm pretty sure I've heard that the fan, right, in the Xbox Series X is extremely quiet, extremely really good. And the fan on that is also big, right? But it's not like a blower type fan like this. This looks like a blower in an air conditioning unit. That is insane. 45mm thick, double-sided air intake fan. And that is just crazy, right? Alright, it's now gonna remove the Blu-ray, I think, the Blu-ray drive. This is the one that's making the PS5 a little bit thicker, right, than the standard version. Alright, so this is the Ultra HD, okay, Blu-ray, so I think that's 4K. It's crazy to think though that this costs what, $100, right? Because the standard one is 500, right, if I'm not mistaken, and the digital is 400. So this little thingy here costs $100. All right. So it's insulated with anti-vibration, so it's gonna be silent as well. Because we all know PS4 is like a jet, right? PS4 is so loud on CPU fan and the drive itself as well. Alright, now removing the shield, and pretty good. Inside of it is actually a little bit manageable. I think the fan is just so huge, as you can see. It's kind of like the Nvidia 3080, right? 30 series. That the PCB is a little bit shorter, and then there's like a really big place for the fan. Alright, so this is the motherboard. Alright, CPU core, as we all know, it's AMD Ryzen Zen 2 with 8 cores and 16 threads at 3.5 gigahertz. So not bad. I mean, of course, Xbox Series X is faster with all the CUDA and teraflops thing. This PS5 has 2.3 gigahertz and delivers 10.3 teraflops on the GPU side. I believe Xbox Series X is around 12 or 14 if not mistaken. But they're both Radeon, so NVIDIA is the one fighting on the PC. So for the memory, we have installed 8 gigabyte or actually 8 pieces of DDR6 that delivers a maximum bandwidth of 448 gig per second. Man, that's crazy. That's good. I think that's 16 gig in total, right? Yeah, so that's 16 gigabyte GDDR6, which is crazy. So for the storage, it's again the NVMe, or rather the custom, right? This one, the custom SSD installed, and this is the fastest as they claim. But unfortunately, I think it's just around 600 plus usable for your games. That's interesting. So they have some technology breakthrough on the die itself. Liquid metal, all right. So PS5 utilizes liquid metal. Man, this 2020 is nuts, right? Liquid metal as the TIM to ensure long-term stable high cooling performance. Awesome. That is awesome. So look at the motherboard, it's pretty much manageable, right? But this is the liquid metal. Wow, it's crazy how it kind of like moves, right? That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. Look at this badass of a heatsink. All right. So, wow, that's a huge one. Although I can only see like 3 or 4 heat pipes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heat pipes. But it's spanned across different parts of the heatsink itself. There's the power supply rated at 350 watts. So it's like the entire 3080, right? It looks very easy to disassemble. I'm not gonna lie, but it looks difficult to reassemble, right? All right. So yeah, that's the PlayStation 5 Teardown. What are your thoughts, guys? What do you think about this? For me, it looks like the material, especially for the housing itself, is kind of like cheap, right? For the plastic itself, I think it's just the color. It's not that black, or it's not that matte black. So it looks a little bit cheaper compared to the plastic that has been used in Xbox Series X, right? That looks really good. But this is Sony we're talking about. We know that Sony produces high quality, appliances, right? High quality gadgets. So I have my full trust in PlayStation 5, of course. But yeah, let me know, guys, what your thoughts on this. Just go ahead and comment down below. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and see you in the next one. Peace.